Hi, we are now on page 97 and 98 in our Journeys Reader's Notebook. So hopefully you guys are there and you're ready and you have your pencils and you are ready to go. So please, let's do that. At the top of page 97, it says Storm Warriors at the top. And strangely enough, that's the story that we just read yesterday. Thankfully, we just read that because the information that we get in this lesson will be coming from that story. Okay, please read along with me at the top. Get the scoop. What does that mean? And there's newspapers at the top. Hints. All right. When reporters investigate a newspaper story, they interview people who were involved in the events. When they write the story, they use quotes from those people to support their conclusions. Quotes are the actual words of the people involved. As you guys remember, the quotes, okay? That's what we're doing in the story, or we just did in our writing, so yay. Here's your assignment. Just like in the writing, this is your assignment. You are a newspaper reporter investigating the rescue of the E.S. Newman by the Outer Banks surfmen. You are interviewing Nathan from the story to get some good quotes for your story. So what you're going to be writing is you're going to be writing as a reporter. Like, say, for instance, you're writing back in your hometown, you're writing in your newspaper about the interesting Outer Banks surfmen and the crazy rescues that they've been through, especially in particular this one. Okay, so as a reporter, think about this. It says reporter's notebook at the bottom, or right in the middle there. Read page 268. And of course, you already have. So, but you might need to go back and do it again just in case. So, but let's read this and then I'll unleash you on that and then you'll go find the answer. Read page 268. What can help your readers in your newspaper draw the conclusion that the rescue would be unusual? Write an exact quote from the text. So you have to go back and find an exact quote from the text on page 268 that will help your readers draw the conclusion that the rescue would be unusual. Where is the very first instance? What is the first line from the text that you have figured out that this rescue will not be like the normal ones? You got to go find that. But you got to hit pause because I'm moving on to the next question. Okay? And you need that. So hit pause, go back and find it. Next part. Now write about the rescue from the point of view of a news reporter. Use the quote that you just wrote from Nathan to support your conclusion. So what you will be doing, you will be using the quote from above, the one that starts with "there was no way" and ends with "Lyle gun." Oh, just gave it to you. So you have to use that quote in this tiny little paragraph. It could be 2 sentences, it could be 3 sentences, but you have to write a tiny little paragraph that uses, remember how we were setting up the quote? Well, that's kind of like when you're reporting, you're setting up that quote, and you have to use that quote in this little tiny sentence, in this little tiny paragraph. So I'm going to let you guys do that. There's really no answer that I can give you. You have to write it. Now, hit pause because I am moving on to the next page, 98. And 98 is basically the same thing as page 97, except with different quote. And here's where we're going to have to find that different quote. Yeah, hear me. Read page 274. So you're going to have to go back and read page 274. What information can help your readers draw the conclusion that the sailor was severely injured? You have to write the exact quote from the text down here below this, and then we're going to use that quote in the next paragraph. But first, you guys need to go find that quote. It is the point where you actually figure out that the sailor is really not doing well. End scene. That's my quote, or that's my hints for you, okay? You're going to have to read page 274 to figure that out. Or just, you could not read 274 and think I'm insane. So, anyhow, do that, hit pause, then you have to write that quote, and then go down, unpause, and then do this next part. So, now we're on to the fourth part of this. You just wrote a quote right above this, and it says, now write another paragraph, just like you did on the other page, for your article describing the rescue of the injured sailor. You have to describe the rescue of the injured sailor. Write about it from a reporter's point of view. Quote from Nathan within your paragraph. So, again, you have to use that quote that we just wrote above there in this little tiny 2-sentence, 3-sentence paragraph. Go crazy. You can do 4 if you want. Right. But you have to use that quote. That's the important part. Again, I want to remind you guys, just like we were setting up the quotation, that exercise that we were doing for the writing, that is exactly what this is. All right? So, again, good luck. I hope you guys, we should have time to be doing this in class, so if you have any questions, please ask me. And as always,